Racing now. And they've jumped away in a fair line. Canella eased out the back with Salamondo from the north as we expected. Pounces straight on the lead from Fellowship, and Blue Paris going up on the inside of it to second. A length and a half to Ancora settling fourth. Inside it's Salamondo from Ruby Joy. Then comes Grammy Award, Tassie Blue Gum, and 2.5 last of all being restrained. But not really appreciated is Canella, 1,000 out. And from the north out by 4 or 5 lengths now to Blue Paris. Ahead away Fellowship the outside, 1.5 Salamondo. A neck around it Ancora, nicely placed, 2 lengths to Ruby Joy. Now Canella coming out 3 deep, going around Grammy Award, and over on the inside is Paris Blue Gum. Down the hill 700 out, and from the north by 4. Blue Paris second, third on the outside Fellowship, no change up front. 2 to Ancora, Salamondo, a length and a half to Ruby Joy. Then Canella going to the outside of Grammy Award last, and hard ridden is Tassie Blue Gum, but they start to pack up on the corner. 500 metres out, and from the north held together, leading by a length to Blue Paris on the outside Fellowship. Salamondo struggling around the outside, Ancora deeper out, then comes Grammy Award. Canella down the outside from Ruby Joy, Palace Blue Gum. Fellowship at the 200 reached from the north, Ancora the outside, and then Blue Paris at the inside the 200. Fellowship in front, Ancora the outside is going to it quickly. The Fellowship has got a kick left. Fellowship in front, Ancora the outside, now diving, Ancora doing better. Ancora's got in by a head to Fellowship, 2 away third from the north. Then Blue Paris, behind it Ruby Joy. The outside Grammy Award. Canella did nothing today from Salamondo, and last in Tassie Blue Gum.
And the winner, number 4, Ancora, $3.10, $1.10. Number 5, Fellowship, $1.90, and 1 from the north to pay $1.80.
On the Super Tab, number 4, Ancora, $3.10, $1.40. 5, Fellowship, 2 even. 1 from the north, also 2 even. Here's the late mail for the Gold Coast.
Race 1, it's number 11, Separate. Number 11 in race 2.
Today here at the Gardens. Track is good, rail is out 6 metres. Off. A very even dispatch it was too, and Catatonic is the early leader. Second is Bathers. Hemingway is running third. A couple of lengths then to on the outside Abstained, moving away from over. Then comes Salem's Tip, and 2 lengths to My Red Star, settling properly into stride. And Catatonic steadied in the lead, about 3/4 of a length on Bathers. A length away third is Hemingway. A length and a half to Abstain, 3/4 the inside is over. Second last is Salem's Tip, and absolute is My Red Star. Catatonic is the leader, working to the side. And approaching the 600 pole, has a break of 3/4 of a length on Bathers. Third is Hemingway. Abstained is next, 2 lengths to over, 1 to Salem's Tip, and a little over a length to My Red Star. No change in the pattern as they swing around the corner with just over 400 metres ahead of them, and Catatonic straightens up a half length Bathers. A length to Abstain, followed by Hemingway looking for the gap, and then comes over and Salem's Tip from My Red Star. Catatonic is shaken up by Rodney Quinn. He's a half length on Bathers, holding him at the moment. Over and now Salem's Tip on the outside. Quinn gets desperate on the leader. Catatonic, here's the stablemate. Over pounces on Catatonic. Over on the outside, doing by far the better, and over. Soft win. Over from Catatonic. Third Salem's Tip, fourth Bathers. Then Hemingway, followed by My Red Star, and Abstained last to complete the course. Number 2 over. Much too good for the stablemate. Has paid $3.60 and $2.20. Catatonic 150, and there'll be no third for Salem's Tip. Over. Nice horse. Soft win. Larry Cassidy for John Hawkes and the Woodland Stud.
On the Super Tab, number 2 over, $3.20, $1.90. 3 Catatonic, $1.50, no third for 6 Salem's Tip. So it's the first at Eagle Farm, winner.
They're off now. Deceive Dance Music away smartly. Checkmore got away well. Ramadan Zaravic. Dropping back Seahorse. Malice going up on the inside with Bush Outlaw as they settle properly into stride. Prince of Rebels tracking up on the inside as Prince Varieties. The Ruffy takes the lead down towards the 700 from Malice. Out deep at Checkmore. Deceive is fourth. Bush Outlaw hunting up on the inside from Ramadan Dance Music. Then Zaravic, Prince of Rebels. And 4 last of all is Seahorses. They work to the turn. 500 metres out. And Bush Outlaw got right up on the inside here of Malice. Wider out Prince Varieties, check more deep. Over on the inside there, tracking through as Prince of Rebels. Deceive is a fair way back as he wobbled around the corner from Ramadan. Bush Outlaw down to the 200, got away here from Malice, Prince of Rebels. Now Deceive starting to work home, and so too is Dance Music. 150 out, Bush Outlaw in front of Prince of Rebels. Deceive on the outside, coming late with Dance Music. Deceive the outside took the lead from Prince of Rebels near home, and Deceive got in. Deceive beat Prince of Rebels, Dance Music and Flying Seahorse. Then Bush Outlaw, who just weakened over the last little bit from Malice. Behind it then was Zaravec, Rollback, Checkmore, Ramadan, and last in Prince Varieties.
3 Deceive, 371.40. Second 8, Prince of Rebels at 4.50. Third 5, Dance Music, $2.20. Now,
on the Super Tab, number 3 Deceive, 351.40. 8 Prince of Rebels at 4.40. 5 Dance Music at $2.20.
weight is right, 3, 4 and 5.
Correct.
Now weight right Adelaide on the first there, 3-4.
And away they go. Hutt immediately drops out to last. And who is going to lead? Well, Forest Express, Dan Glisser and Catamarca. Line of 3 as they travel 250. And Forest Express just in front from Catamarca. Dan Glisser's about to ease behind them, with Tilting going up on the inside of Dan Glisser, passing the 1200. 2.5 to Katima and 3/4 of a length to Hutt on the outside. Forest Express in front going down to the first corner near the 1,000 metres. Shows the way 3/4 Dan Glisser to second, and Catamarca has been restrained back into third posse now on the inside of Tilting. Katima is second last, and nearly 3/4 of a length to Hutt on the outside. The speed is muddling, and the T-Rose as they pass the 800, and Forest Express leads out about 3/4 of a length on the short-priced pick Dan Glisser. Third is Catamarca, 2 lengths away. 3/4 to the rank outsider, that is Tilting, and 2 lengths further off is Katima on the inside of Hutt. So the 6 of them are racing in pairs in the direction of the corner. Forest Express with a baldy face showing out about 3/4 of a length on Dan Glisser. The inside is Catamarca, Tilting the outside to Katima, and a neck to Hutt. Straightening up now at the 350, and the rider goes for Forest Express as Dan Glisser claimed her in the twinkling of an eye, and Chrissy Muntz going for home on the short price filly Dan Glisser. She's looking good. She's about 2 lengths clear. Hutt on the outside, Katima, Tilting battling on with Forest Express, but it's Dan Glisser in no danger of defeat. A bonny filly, and Dan Glisser bolted in from a tighty. Tilting and Hutt, followed by Forest Express, Katima, and Catamarca was at the tail of the field. Number 1, Dan Glisser. She is very good, isn't she? $1.70 and $1.20. Watching her on the big screen now. Chrissy Muntz just flicking the whip at her. Dan Glisser putting her ears back, responding in Trade's woman-like style. And Gay's got a beauty in the stables here, with Dan Glisser for the Star Thoroughbreds, their familiar colours, purple with the white stars and the white cap. $1.70 and $1.20. Second goes to number 5, Hutt, and it's paid $4.60, and no third for number 7, Tilting. It's 1.5.
On Super Tab, number 1 Dan Glisser, 161.10. 5 Hutt, $5.40. No third for 7, Tilting. So it's
racing. They've jumped away fairly. Something's felt out the back early. First to go here is Black Be It with Valerian and also Petite Falou. Final exhibit working up over on the outside to share the lead from Angel Spirit. Behind those runners then comes a Ramelpa, a length further back the Flame of Atlanta. Lady Arlington inside it from Priority Paid, Satirical Miss, and last a length away is Something's Felt. Down the hill 800 metres out, and Petite Falou by 2 lengths. Final exhibit on the inside, Valerian, 2 lengths Ramelpa. Ahead around it Angel Spirit, then Flame of Atlanta, ridden along past by Satirical Miss. Blackbeard going backwards over on the inside as they run to the turn, and then comes Something's Felt trying to ease around Priority Paid, and last is Lady Arlington on the swing 500 metres out, and the leader Petite Falou by a length. Final exhibit is going beautifully second, moved up on the outside to hit the lead inside the 400 from Ramelpa, Angel Spirit, then Satirical Miss. Further back then comes at the head of the others Flame of Atlanta bursting out of the pack, but final exhibit at the 200 metre mark, a long way in front. Flame of Atlanta giving chase from Ramelpa, and then comes Valerian, but final exhibit in front. Flame of Atlanta trying hard, but final exhibit has won comfortably by a length and 3/4 to Flame of Atlanta, Ramelpa third. Now Blackbeard, after not being in the race, has run home for fourth from Something's Felt, Angel Spirit, Satirical Miss, Valerian, then Petite Falou, Lady Arlington, and Priority Paid last in.
2 final exhibit, 880, 290, 2, Flame of Atlanta 160, 1 Ramalpa 280.
The 7 the winner.
7 the winner, final exhibit, 9 even 270. 2 Flame of Atlanta 160, 1 Ramalpa 270.
When it moved up to go past Petite Volou, went past it all right. It gave it windburn when it went past it. Opened up a huge break. Flame of Atlanta was off the bit at about the 700. Got out of the pack, started to run home strongly, but the other one had established too big a lead and has won very comfortably indeed. 7-2-1, pardon me, 7-2 and 1 are official. Number 7 final exhibit. Number 2 Flame of Atlanta. Number 1 Ramalpa.
And the race 3. Racing this time, and again a great start. Who is going to lead? It's going to be Empiric narrowly from the favourite Maestro Maker. A length away in the third spot is Mr. Esteem, followed closely on the outside by Deep Moss. Brittany misses next on the inside of Pump, then City of Gold, Sonahay's Rebor, and 2 or 3 lengths to Cavallo Rosso, 1100 to go. And Empiric given full rein now by Chris Munns, bounds out with a lead of more than a length on Maestro Maker. Deep Moss wide out in the third spot, and Mr. Esteem is travelling fourth. About 2 lengths further away is Punt on the outside there of Brittany Miss, and 2.5 to City of Gold. Then Rebor, Sun Hayes is next to last, and a further 2 lengths Cavallo Rosso. This is the order as they race on past the 750, and Empiric in front by 3/4 of a length on the short price pick Maestro Maker. Mr. Esteem best backed against Maestro Maker, third on the inside. Deep Mossy's quarters the outer, 2.5 to Punt. A neck back on the inside is Brittany Miss, and 2 to Rebor. City of Gold, 3 to Sun Hayes, and a length and a half Cavallo Rosso. They're homeward bound, and here getting a beautiful run through is Mr. Esteem as the leader. Empiric railed away from the inside, and Mr. Esteem hit the front from Empiric. Maestro Maker, Punt joining in, and then Brittany Miss and Deep Moss. Jimmy Cassidy goes for Mr. Esteem, but quickly Punt claimed him on the outside, and Punt races clear. Rebor from a mile back giving chase to Punt, but Punt looks in no danger. Rebor is coming home well, all too late, and Punt for the money. Punt has beaten Rebor. Third was Mr. Esteem, then Maestro Maker, Deep Moss. Brittany Miss followed by City of Gold. Empiric knocked up, and beat 2 in. They were Sun Hayes and Cavallo Rosso. Number 1, Punt, ridden by John Marshall. At his 9th try here at Rosehill Gardens, is able to break his Rosehill Gardens duck and win 3 from 24 starts. Showing at $10 upwards. $10.20 for the win, in fact, and $2.50 for the place. Number 9 is second. Rebor has returned $5.20, and number 8, Mr. Esteem, got a beautiful run when Empiric lugged on the corner. $1.70 for Mr. Esteem. Cornella, $119.40. Exact has paid $171.80, and the trifecta $1,210.40.
On the Super Tab, number 1 Punt 882.10, 9 Rebor 440, and 8 Mr. Esteem 170.
On top of the gates, racing now, and they've jumped away in it. Racing now, and they've jumped away in an absolutely perfect line. Royal Voyage and Hot Touch away quickly. My Serenic began well. Nearer the inside, Russian Rebel hunting up with another Marauder. Bradman, Sterling Knight deep out behind those runners, then Yuan. Support back along the inside from Mr. Bombastic, and last of all a length away is Mercatus. Settling down now, heading over towards the 1,000, and the leader Hot Touch, 2.5 Royal Voyage and Sterling Knight around it. Then next is going forward deep Mr. Bombastic from My Serenic. The grey Bradman the inside, a length away another Marauder, who's over on the outside of Yuan and Russian Rebel, and 2 to Mercatus. Support back last of all at 8 or 9 off the leader as they swing down to the 700. The leader Hot Touch. 3 parts in front. Mr. Bombastic goes to a clear second. 2 to Sterling Knight. Royal Voyage nicely placed the inside as they come towards the turn from My Serenic. Another Marauder now starting to let go. Bradman back along the inside. Yuan well back. Mercatus, Russian Rebel, and last of all is Zapor as they corner 450 out. Hot Touch headed now by Mr. Bombastic, clear of Sterling Knight. Royal Voyage back along the inside, ridden up, followed by Bradman. Down the outside is another Rewarder, but not picking them up quickly enough. Mr. Bombastic, though, slipped away, heading to the 200. Royal Voyage going to second. Sterling Knight labouring from Hot Touch, another Marauder, but Mr. Bombastic is clear with 100 to go. He's got them beaten. Royal Voyage and Sterling Knight filling the placings, but another one for Mr. Bombastic. 2 lengths, 2.5 on the line. 2 Royal Voyage, Sterling Knight third, then another Marauder. Behind it, Yuan May Grand, Zapor never in it from Mercatus, Bradman, My Rennick. Hot Touch and last in Russian Rebel.
5 Mr Bombastic, 8.80, 2.60. 2 Royal Voyage at $2.50. 3 Sterling Knight, $1.80.
On Super Tab number 5, Mr Bombastic, 7.60, 2.30. 2 Royal Voyage, 2.50, and 3 Sterling Knight at 1.90. Totes race 2 at the Greyhounds.
Dan Beasley presses the button and they're off. And Vintage Power last out, and All Lion, the favourite, jumped well. Leads a half length early on Trico, 2 lengths to the Hague, followed by Hone In. And then comes the Queenslander Rockefeller, wide out from Mountain Time, Calamba, Marigo, Crimson Flight. And then Point Nelson, a little more than a length to Olympia, followed on the inside by Olivia, and close up is Vintage Power. Down the side they work, 7.50 to go, and All Lion is the leader. A length on Hone In, third is Trico, and Rockefeller fourth. The Hague is next. And then Mountain Time, followed by Calamba, Marigo, and a gap of a length and a half to 2 Point Nelson. Vintage Power, Crimson Flight, and Olympia and Olivia are the joint tail enders travelling to the corner. And the leader is All Lion, about a length on Hone In. The third spot is Trico, the inside. The leader hanging a bit, All Lion, a length to the Hague, and then comes Rockefeller, Mountain Time, and Calamba. Past the 300, and the leader is All Lion. He slipped away here. All Lion put 2 lengths on Trico, followed by Calamba, and a gap then to Hone In, the Hague, Mountain Time, and the others are headed there by Olivia, but it's All Lion, and it's 5 out of 5. All Lion beat Calamba, Trico and Olivia hit it locked together for third, and then Hone In with Mountain Time. Vintage Power wide out. Deeper still was Olympia. Then the Hague, Crimson Flight, Marigo, Rockefeller, and Point Nelson was at the tail of the field.
Number 5, All Lion, 4.72 even, 9 Calamba, $15.80 Photo third, 10 Trico, 3.40 or 11 Olivia at 2.20 the treble, 1, 1 and 5, $144.20. Totes race 4 Brisbane, winner 16 Damage Either, 15.60 to win, 4.50 the plot.
Now Freeman ready, Cadogan goes up, we're set for a start now. Race 5, all in, racing. And Above the Law actually first out, but being snagged. Freeman away quickly, and also Reneg working up. It's handy as they settle. Idiati going up on the inside with Drawn for Trouble, and Noble Chief going forward. Filligan centre field with Pipe. Easing back there, Cadogan, Majestic Avenue, followed by Kelray, and last of all is Assuredly. Reneg takes the lead now as they work over towards the 1200 by 2 lengths to Freeman. On the outside of it is Noble Chief, another 2 lengths to Idiati, racing outside, Drawn for Trouble, who's pulling. A little on a length to Pipe, Above the Law in the centre, and Filligan the inside from Cadogan. Then Majestic Avenue, second last Kelray, and 2.5 last of all is Assuredly. They've gone by the 1,000 metres, and Reneg by 2 lengths. Noble Chief, Freeman a half away third the rail. A little over a length then comes Idiati racing one off the rails. Inside it, Drawn for Trouble, caught out deep Pipe. In the centre, Above the Law as they run down the hill. A length away to Filligan, Cadogan, followed then by Taking Off Assuredly around Majestic Avenue and Kelray as they race up to the turn. 6.50 out, and Reneg by a length. Noble Chief, Pipe out deep on the inside. Freeman from Idiati. Assuredly wider out, just being restrained as they come to the turn. Then Drawn for Trouble. Above the Law at the head of the others from Filligan as they corner, and then Cadogan in the straight. And here Pipe has gone up on the outside. Reneg just in front of the 400. Idiati coming at the pair. Freeman hard ridden. Above the Law Assuredly went backwards, passed by Drawn for Trouble. Idiati though to the 200 took the lead from Pipe. Reneg fighting back on the inside from Above the Law and Freeman, but Idiati in front with 100 metres left to go. Reneg the stablemate trying to fight back from Pipe, and Freeman late, but Idiati's in front. Idiati gets in a half length to Reneg. Freeman third from Pipe. Above the Law weakening on its run. In a photo there with Drawn for Trouble for fifth, then Filligan. Cadogan next, Assuredly. Kelray back behind it, Majestic Avenue, and last in was Noble Chief.
1 Idiati, $4.90, $2, 9 Reneg, 2.30, 7 Freeman, 5.60, margins.
On the Super Tab, number 1 Idiati, 5.10, 2.10, 9 Reneg at 2.30, 7 Freeman at 5.70. The treble, 7, 5 and 1, $464.90. Totes race 4 at Victoria Park, winner
30 in New South Wales, having his 33rd start today. 11 wins, 6 seconds, 6 thirds, and has won just over $3.5 million. Now the last into line will be Enjoyment. And Daniel Beasley brings the mare up, Enjoyment, and they're ready. The AWA Hill Stakes Group 2, 79th running. Nahayan, a bit edgy. Stalls open, racing in the Hill Stakes. Stks jumped cleanly from the inside as the early leader from Melora, Tie the Knot. Then Inshallah, Enjoyment Arena, and Nahayan's close up. Now, who is going to lead at the end of a couple of 100 metres? Stks in front, but on the outside, rushing up very quickly. And about to go to the lead is Enjoyment. And around the first corner they travel. Enjoyment a length and a half on Inshallah, and Stks on the inside. A little over a length then coming Melora on the outside of Nahayan. Just over one then Tie the Knot, and 3/4 further back on the inside is Arena. Working to the back of the course now and racing along towards the 1200 marker. And the leader is Enjoyment, about a length and a half to 2 lengths on the stablemate Inshallah. Stks third on the inside. Melora's running fourth. Nahayan fifth, 3/4 back, and a length and a half to Tie the Knot. And close up on the inside of Tie the Knot is Arena. It's a hacking speed as they race along towards the next corner at the 1000 marker. And Enjoyment makes play. She's about 2.5 on Inshallah and a half to Stks. Another 2 lengths Melora, followed closely by Nahayan. The speed quickens a little. Second last is Tie the Knot, about 9 lengths off the lead, and 2 behind Tie the Knot Arena. Past the 800 they travel, and last year's AJC Metropolitan handicap winner Enjoyment dictating terms, about 3 lengths on Inshallah. A half then to Stks. 2 lengths Melora, 1.5 Nahayan. A half to Tie the Knot, about to be revved up by Raymond Shane, and getting onto the back of Tie the Knot, another length and a half behind the hot pot is Arena. They're homeward bound now, and Enjoyment straightens up. 2 lengths Inshallah. Stks on the inside, followed by Melora. And now Di pops the question to Tie the Knot, and the big chestnut is lengthening his stride and is coming quickly. Stks got past Enjoyment. Melora going with him, but Tie the Knot has got the better of the lot of them. And here he comes, Tie the Knot. Look out for bigger things in the spring as Tie the Knot wins, and wins easily. Second placing going to Stks, Melora third, and then Arena, followed by Enjoyment, Nahayan, and last Inshallah. Soft win. Oh, toyed with them. He won easily. When I say easily, not by a margin point of view, but if Di had really wanted to exert the big chestnut anymore, as we watch on the closed circuit big screen, and Raymond Shane just quietly nurses this marvellous racehorse to the post. A cool but comfortable winner of the 79th AWA Hill Stakes has paid $1.40 in New South Wales at $1.20. Number 2 second, Stks, last year's Newcastle Cup winner, $4, and no third for number 5 Melora. Number
1 time.
Oh, now what's that red out there? Keener settled. St Royal also red. Now they're off. Northeast Sheila began okay in the middle with Cal Power, and away quickly is Keener going out very fast. Lazophony jumped away okay with Fine Action. As they settle down now, Snelster's got a fair way back in the field, but it's Northeast Sheila, a clear leader, settling down. Right behind it is Cal Power. Fine Action on the outside. Keener deep out, not far off them, followed by Gotham Ruler wide. In behind those, Lazophony, Game Set Match on the inside of St Royal Veloci, and then came Ulrico. Well back is to Snelster, Sailor V. And as they swing the corner, Mr. Illuminator is last around the bend, and she railed beautifully. Northeast Sheila at the 400 metres, 2 in front now from Comedy Court, chasing into second from Cal Power. They've got away on Game Set Match. Northeast Sheila hasn't been let go at the 200, leads by 2. They're under the whip behind her. Comedy Court and Cal Power battling away, but Northeast Sheila, Nash hasn't let her go. She's still a length and a half in front. She's too fast. Cal Power tries hard, but Northeast Sheila had a bit left. Beat Cal Power a length and a quarter. Comedy Court third, then Gotham Ruler Veloci. Sailor V made good ground from Keener. Fine Action, Lazophony to Snelster. Game Set Match, Ulrico, St Royal, and Mr. Illuminator was last of all. Number 2, Northeast Sheila, 2:20 and 1:30. And Nash, I don't think, released the brakes at any time. She's run 56.7. Number 2, Northeast Sheila, back to her best in winning this race in comfortable style. And in doing so, she's carried a big weight against the males first up, so and run a bit of time. Kill Power second, Patrick Payne, and third, Comedy Court, Greg Childs. And didn't they race away and beat the rest of them easily? She's a very fast, a very good filly, and it's great to see her back at the top end of the spring. Let's hope she can win a few. 2-3-12 on race number 6. Next on the card, the Yangtze at 4:10.
Okay, thanks, Greg. And good win there. Good return to racing by Northeast Sheila. That's the Vobis winner as we take a break on Sky Race Day.
7 has in.
And they're all set for the AWA Shannon Stakes, won last year by Armed for Action. They're all set now. Favourite, number 1, Bazile Bay, 270, 150 in New South Wales. Referral, 360. I'll jump shortly from the 1500. Racing now. And away to a good line. Bazile Bay on the inside is going to lead early. Second posse is taken by Camarina. Thackeray is running third and Zastov is fourth, about a length the spying, then Ken Zafra. Followed closely then by Lease, and a break over on the inside to Zoe Regal, to half second last, and dropping out to the rear is Referral. As they race down in the direction of the 1100, and Bazile Bay strode away with a lead of about 4 lengths now. Camarina running second, Thackeray is third, then Zastov on the inside of Ken Zafra. A couple of lengths to Zoe Regal, and then spying on the inside and wider out next is Lease as they go to the side, a length and a half Referral and a half length to Lahar. Past the 800 and the Nova Castrian, Bazile Bay giving punters a big sight. It's Bazile Bay by about 4 lengths on Thackeray and Camarina. Fourth is Zastov, then Kinzafra spying Zoe Regal. Off the track is Lease. Referral awkwardly placed second last on the inside and 3/4 to Lahar. Jimbo Cassidy has Bazile Bay well clear, and as they round the corner with just over 400 to go, railing well, Bazile Bay straightens up 3 lengths. Zastov followed on the inside, Thackeray hard ridden from Ken Zafra, and Referral's got a beautiful run through the field. They come to the 200. Jim Cassidy desperate on Bazile Bay. Referral picked him up in the twinkling of an eye. Lahar coming at Referral. It's Referral in full flight. Lahar can't get near him, and Referral, brilliant win, brilliant ride, Corey Brown. Referral beat Lahar. Lease got third, Zastov fourth, and Bazile Bay a disappointing fifth. I see Jay Cassidy having a couple of looks down at the offside of Bazile Bay pulling up, then spying, followed by Camarina, Thackeray, Ken Zafra, and Zoe Regal was last. What a win.
2 Referral, 321.50, 7 Lahar, 440, 4 Lease at 440, the 5 and 2 daily double, 14 even. Race number 7 at Elwick, 1 Norvenue, 9:43.10.
By Ultra Special. He's done a bit of work, this dog. It's been a pretty good Canberra Cup trial if that's the way they're going. Dustin Bale down to the line by 2 lengths to With Poise. Good run, the runner-up as well. Crystal Gal third, then Brian's Call Ultra Special. Further back to Mr. Website, and one of the last ones in Big Hole.
Should be 428 off Melbourne.
Glen go by it. Kingsload wide out, sworn to secrecy going forward from Brakeman. In the centre, Kingsload sent Million back along the inside, checked off heels there from True Response and Sharp Lord. Then Celtic King Angel Lee deep on the turn out of the straight from Sir Cool, Kalina Raffin, Hulazan. The Shaken on the inside is Catwoman. They leave the straight now, going over to the 1700. Rocky Glen the leader, and the pace is fair, leading a length, sworn to secrecy. Carolans of the Grey tucked away third, the rails. A length further back to Kingsload, Brakeman running fifth. Another length of Pearl Glow. A length and a half or 2 further back, then Sharp Lord, who's over on the inside of Cent Million. 2 and a half further away, True Response. 2 lengths to Kalina Raffin, a half then to Celtic King. About 4 away then was Catwoman, getting up inside Sir Cool and Angel Lee. 3 then to Last Shake, or the Shaken. Last 2 lengths away is Hulazan, and they've strung out over about 20 lengths as they work over towards the 1100, where the leader was Rocky Glen by a length, sworn to secrecy.